What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So I actually just purchased the Casio Edifice, the first Casio automatic watch that they've ever produced. They've been around for over 50 years and they've only done quartz movements. And so about 2 months ago, they dropped their first automatic movement. And so I had to get my hands on it. So I just purchased it and it should be here within a couple days. In purchasing this, I kind of did a deeper dive into Casio and what led them to where they are today. And so today we're going to be talking about the brand and how they revolutionized timekeeping with their durability, their innovation, and their style. So from the world's first digital watch in 1974 to the iconic G-Shock and the sleek CasiOak, Casio has spent over 5 decades blending cutting-edge technology with affordability. In this video, we'll dive into how a Japanese calculator company became a global watchmaking legend, shaping everything from streetwear to adventure gear. Now let's wind back the clock and take a look at Casio's incredible journey. Founded in 1946 in Tokyo, Japan, Casio initially focused on calculators. However, they entered the watchmaking industry in 1947 with the Casiotron, the world's first digital watch with an automatic calendar. Leveraging their expertise in electronics and known for blending innovation, durability, and affordability, Casio became one of the most recognized watch brands globally, producing millions of watches annually, with the F91W being the world's best-selling watch at around 3 million units per year. Through the 80s and 90s, G-Shock grew from a niche utility watch to a global phenomenon. Key developments in the 80s include introduction of analog digital models and features like chronographs, alarms, and 200 meters water resistance. In the 90s, the expansion of the sublines like Baby G for smaller colorful designs and the introduction of advanced features like world time and countdown timers. G-Shock's bold, bulky designs became popular among athletes, military personnel, and streetwear enthusiasts. In the 2000s, incorporation of solar power and radio-controlled timekeeping models like the Mudman and Frogman catered to specific outdoor and professional needs. G-Shock's reputation for indestructibility solidified, but its bulky designs limited mainstream appeal for some. By the 2010s, G-Shock's popularity in streetwear and collaborations with brands like Bape and Supreme highlighted its cultural relevance. Meanwhile, luxury sports watches like the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak and Patek Philippe Nautilus were gaining attention for their octagonal bezels, integrated bracelets, and sleek profiles. Casio saw an opportunity to blend G-Shock's durability with a design that echoed this luxury aesthetic, making it accessible to a broader audience. And after several years of R&D, the Casio model GA-2100, otherwise known as the CasiOak, was released. Upon release, the CasiOak became a sensation among watch enthusiasts, fashion circles, and collectors due to its unique design and blend of affordability, durability, and style. Social media amplified its popularity, with posts on X highlighting its streetwear appeal. Its versatility, suitable for outdoor adventures, casual wear, or even office settings, made it a standout. Reviewers praised its wearability and value, though some noted the loom was weak and the complications were fiddly, requiring manuals or tutorials. Casio's blend of affordability, durability, and cutting-edge technology makes it unique. Unlike traditional watchmakers, Casio prioritizes functionality and innovation, offering watches that are both practical tools and style statements. So that is the brand Casio, founded in 1946, producing the first ever digital watch in 1974, and then staying along that path for 50 years up until 2025, releasing their first automatic watch. And so now we're going to look at the 2 CasiOaks that I have. These are both the same watches. The only difference with these is the colors. So we'll give them a review, we'll give them a score, and that'll be the video. The Casio GA-2100s. I've got 2 of them here, different color schemes. So we're gonna get right into it, right? So, looking at uniqueness, quality, and practicality. When it comes to uniqueness, Casio, I believe, is a very unique company producing unique watches. from the styling to the color choices to the functionality within them, you get more out of a Casio than you do out of most other watch brands. So just looking at what Casio has done and the different designs that they have, like you can check off almost every box with a Casio G-Shock. So for uniqueness, I would give Casio probably, I'd give them probably an 8, based off of everything that they've done, different than all the other watch companies and everything they continue to do. And then bringing in all the different designs and color schemes you can get with their watches, I'd give them a pretty unique status. So, yes, Casio does use cheaper materials, cheaper parts, i.e. rubber, plastics maybe, mineral glass instead of sapphire. However, the way in which they construct their watches, the testing that they do, they are, I wouldn't say one of the most, they are the most durable watch produced. So the quality of their watches is actually very good. Movement inside, of course, is a quartz movement, but you're looking at plus or minus 15 seconds per month. So that's pretty great there. That's what you're gonna get with a quartz movement, is accuracy. But then yes, of course, they are using cheaper materials, but the testing that they do, the R&D, the way they're manufactured, these are quality watches that are really gonna last you a long time. They're advertised to last 10 years minimum, and that's just, that's the battery inside as well too, right? So quality watches, I would say with the cheaper parts, it'll bring it down a couple points, but the fact that they are, produced in such a quality manner, I would give their quality an 8. So then moving on to practicality. So these are probably the most practical watch that you can get. You have you have so many functions on these that you can use. So let me just read them off here. So you have world time, you have a timer, you have an LED light, you have calendar, you have, of course, the accuracy, you have a stopwatch function, you can set alarms, and of course you can mute it if it's, beeping every hour, you can turn that off. And then lots of other features. There's like 7 more features on here, but there's so many different things you can do with this watch. And yes, like I said earlier in this video, some of these features do require a manual or tutorials. And there was one point where I knew how to use most of the features on these, but you have to use them pretty regularly to memorize basically how to use them. But yeah, because of the different things, all the different things that you can do with these watches, and the fact that you can take them anywhere and beat them up and they're still gonna work just fine, 200 meters water resistance, I would say the practicality, I'd give these a 10, because I don't think you can get a more practical watch than a G-Shock. I don't think there's a more practical brand out there. So it's gonna get the 10. Now with the scores in, the G-Shock receives an 8.7 out of 10. That actually makes the G-Shock the best value for money of any watch that I've reviewed so far. Now if you like this video, if you like the content and the information given, please leave me a like and comment anything you'd like to see in the future. If you haven't already, subscribe and turn on bell notifications so that you can be notified when I drop my next videos. We're going to be looking at the Brew metric, just a deeper dive into it, looking at the company and getting some great shots of it. And we're going to be looking at the first automatic watch ever produced by Casio. So, subscribe and turn on notifications. And until next time, guys, I appreciate you, and I'm out.